the presence of the candidates for academic recognition, members of the Stony Brook Council, faculty, administration, alumni, honored guests, and friends of the State University of New York at Stony Brook, this ceremony is hereby convened. Good morning, my name is Nancy Toms, and I am the president of the Stony Brook University Senate. It is my privilege to welcome you to our December commencement ceremony. Please rise as you are able for the singing of our national anthem that will be led by Heidi Schneider.
Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. It is a pleasure to welcome the university's special guests who have joined us today. Shortly arriving will be United States Senator, the Honorable Chuck Schumer, New York State Assemblyman, the Honorable Steve Engelbright, Brookhaven Town Councilwoman, the Honorable Valerie Cartwright, members of the Stony Brook Council, the Chair, Kevin Law, and Council Member Francesca Polo, the President of Stony Brook University's Alumni Association, Robert DeBra, and the President of the University Student Government, Shahir Khan. It is now my distinct pleasure to present to you the interim president of Stony Brook University, Dr. Michael Bernstein.
Thank you very much. It's my great pleasure to introduce someone whose extraordinary service to the state of New York speaks for itself. Although he happens to be a Brooklyn resident, you would never know it due to his tireless advocacy for Long Island. A close friend of our Stony Brook family, our United States Senator, Charles Schumer. Thank you. And to the class of 2019, congratulations. Now, I want to thank President Bernstein and Provost Zhang, members of the faculty, administrators, all the people who work here, from the most world-renowned professors to the people who keep the place clean late at night. Thank you all. You have made Stony Brook one of the finest institutions of higher learning, not just in New York State, but in the whole United States of America. So, job well done. Now, first, I'd like to announce my class gift. As you know, it's hard to pay for college. And if you're poor, the federal government helps you out, but what about the middle class? So a few years ago, I wrote a law, it's now on the books, that say you or your parents, whoever paid for college, can take a full tax credit, $2,500 off your federal taxes for each year of college or graduate school, provided, in Washington there's always a provided your family income is below $200,000 a year. So for those of you who come from families that make below $200,000, make sure you or mom or dad, whoever paid for college, takes that credit. It's relatively new, and last year about a quarter of all those who were entitled to do it didn't do it. So if you forgot to do it last year or for the previous 2 years, you can fill out a simple form from the IRS and get up to $7,500 check in the mail. Not a bad class gift. Now what happens if you come from a family that makes above $200,000 a year? God bless you. But we are actually fighting in Congress right now to make sure that all of you that don't get overburdened by this student debt. Our goal, one of our highest priorities, is to make sure no graduate ever has to devote more than a small percentage of their income towards paying back their loans. It's long time past that our government tackled a student debt crisis once and for all. Now a word to the parents. I know how you feel. A few short years ago, my wife Iris and I sat where you did, watched our daughter Jessica come up on the stage and get her diploma. It was one of the proudest days of our lives. And you've been through a lot as parents. These days it's not easy raising kids. But now, as you see your son or daughter walk up on the stage and get that diploma, you know that all that hard work, all those blood, sweat, and tears of raising a child has paid off because now they are adults. Congratulations to the moms and dads. And finally, one more word of thanks. We're having a great time here today, but there are young men and women, many from Long Island, who are overseas in our armed forces. And they're risking their lives for our freedom and our American way of life. Let's have a round of applause for all of us serving us in the armed forces today. Now, to this great class of 2019, you know, all those late nights in the library, those early mornings in the classroom have earned you a degree from a great institution. And it's good you have it, because the world in which you're graduating is moving very, very fast. This is an era of profound social and economic change. In the old days, when you graduated from college, the odds were pretty high that you'd have the same job in the same field for 40 years. That's not so true anymore. Most of you will have several jobs. Many of you will have several careers. Along with these economic changes, the internet has put so much information at our fingertips that it's sometimes hard to figure out what's important and to distinguish between what's true and what isn't. All too often, the loudest voices get the most attention. And a generation ago, things like mass shootings and terrorist attacks were hardly ever heard of. Now it seems they're coming just about every month. But the good news is this: your generation is better equipped than any other that came before it to adapt to these changes, to overcome the obstacles they present, and to seize the opportunities they afford. Right now, though, sitting in your seats, you may not be sure of what's going to come next. With so much of the world changing so quickly around you, you sometimes might feel like you're jumping into an abyss. But the key, graduates, is this: don't fear the unknown. Embrace it, relish it, soak up every possibility it has to offer. How do I know? Well, I remember that feeling myself when I was in college. I went to James Madison High School in Brooklyn, New York. It was a working class high school, but I was lucky enough from there to get into Harvard. In those days, no one from my background got into Harvard. It was almost all students from fancy New England private schools. And I was the son of an exterminator who never went to college from Brooklyn, long before Brooklyn was cool. So I was scared. How was I going to make it at this place with all these fancy students? Well, I went to the one guy from my high school who had gone to Harvard years before me. His name was Red O'Brien. We had both played on our school's basketball team. I asked Red, how am I going to make it at this place? He matter-of-factly said, try out for the freshman basketball team. They're terrible, just like Madison's team. So you'll make the team easily, and those will be your friends. That's who you'll hang out with. He did have a point. Our basketball team's motto at Madison was, we may be small, but we're slow. So let's go fast forward to my first week at tryouts. The coach calls me up. We're wearing these little numbers. Number 27, yes, sir. You're Schumer, yes, sir. Oh, you played for Madison, yes, sir. How's Coach so-and-so? He's fine, sir. Then he looked sort of quizzically at me. He said, you played forward? I said, yes, sir. He said, how tall are you? I said, I'm 6'1", sir. He said, can you dribble? I said, that's not my strong suit, sir. He said, go home. He didn't even watch me touch a basketball. You can imagine, I was distraught. I wrote a home note to my mom. I said, it's 2 weeks into school. I'm a flop here already. I'm coming home. And I actually started to pack my bags that night. But as fate would have it, as I was packing, somebody knocked on my door. Who could it be? Was it my parents coming to take me home? No. Was it the basketball coach coming to give me a second chance? No way. Was it the cool kid down the hall inviting me to the big party that weekend? No such luck. I slowly and nervously turned the handle of the door and opened it. And standing there across the threshold was somebody who said, I'm from the Harvard Young Democrats. We're working for a man named Eugene McCarthy, running in the New Hampshire primary. He's for ending the war in Vietnam. Well, I didn't have a political bone in my body. My father was a Republican, my mother was a Democrat, but I'd already lost some friends in the Vietnam War, and I was worried about the future of the country I loved. And so I said something that changed the course of my life forever. I shrugged my shoulders. When he asked me would I want to go up to New Hampshire, I said, okay. The next morning, I got on a bus with a group of kids from across the Boston area, and we went up to New Hampshire. We were knocking on doors. It was like sports, teamwork. We'd divide up neighborhoods and knock on the doors. We'd design our own leaflets. And over the next few months, on the snowy streets of New Hampshire, working for an insurgent presidential campaign, I was bitten by the political bug. You may remember your history. McCarthy didn't win the primary, but he came so close that the incumbent president, Lyndon Johnson, the most powerful man in the world, stepped down after just one term of office. A ragtag group of students and other assorted nobodies changed the course of history. I said to myself, what a system, what a country. And I realized how much I loved politics and how much I deeply cared about people. And I was inspired to dedicate myself to making America a better place, like so many of you are planning to do, and thank God for that. So, graduates, I don't know what led the Harvard Young Democrat guy to knock on my doorstep. Maybe it was luck. Maybe it was God's hand. But I took a leap, said, okay, to something new and completely different, and it enriched my life forever. So graduates, on this great day of your achievement, my advice to you is take the risk, follow your passion. You know, for those of us who have gotten older and look back on life, one of the most difficult things to think about is the what ifs. What if I had only done this? What if I had only gone there? In life, there's always going to be moments that present new opportunities to you and change the course of things forever. They won't be advertised as such, and no one's going to label them for you when they appear. Sometimes they're as unassuming as a knock on the door. You just need to keep your eyes open to them. So my message to the class of 2019 is very simple. Go for it. You're about to cast off into the unknown. Sometimes it can be real scary, but you've got amazing assets. A great education here at Stony Brook, families and parents who will have your backs through thick and thin, and you're living in the greatest country in the world. So garner up the courage and strength to put aside your doubts. Take a chance, and if you do, it is my hope, it is my prayer, and indeed it's my confidence that you will find true success and joy in life. So to the great graduates of this class of 2019, congratulations, good luck, Godspeed, and don't forget, go for it. Thank you. You know, we did great in the budget for you. Thank you. Yes, you did. Thank you, everybody. We did great in the last budget for Stony Brook. It's really going to benefit.
Let's thank Senator Schumer for sharing his remarks with us. Here we go. Thank you. So welcome, and my sincere congratulations to each of our graduates at this 2019 winter commencement at Stony Brook University. Today, we celebrate the recipients of more than 1,700 degrees, including over 1,000 bachelor's degrees, 500 master's degrees, 100 doctoral and professional degrees, and 60 certificate recipients. Behind each of these degrees is a story of hard work, passion, determination, perseverance, resilience. Each of these stories, each of your stories, is both important and unique because the path to success is not a universal one. It's an individual one. You, nevertheless, each of you, have enjoyed many shared experiences among yourselves, with your peers. Whether you bonded over academic endeavors or at campus events, or extracurricular activities, you are now linked inextricably through your time here at your university. One of the most profound elements that connects us in this university of ours is its extraordinary diversity and inclusiveness. Many of today's graduates are part of our robust international student population. And despite current political challenges and tensions, I'm proud that our university remains the living embodiment of a global institution, so I'd just like to take a moment to dwell on that. The diversity of our community, both domestic and global, contributes to the quality and success of our institution. It enables all of us, students, staff, faculty, all of us, to thrive and excel. And consider the following data points. Between 1900 and today, over 1/3 of the recipients of Nobel Prizes in chemistry, in medicine, in physics were immigrants. Since 2000, that percentage is closer to 40%. Here in the United States, we are a nation built on and strengthened by our international and global foundations. And again, a few examples. Albert Einstein was a refugee, an immigrant from Germany. Madeleine Albright, the United States Secretary of State between 1997 and 2001, was born in Czechoslovakia and emigrated to the United States. Sergey Brin, the co-founder of Google, was born in what was then the Soviet Union. Steve Jobs was the son of a Syrian immigrant to this country. In all these respects, we know that global and international diversity, as well as domestic diversity, are an essential ingredient of success and excellence. And that's epitomized in a statement I want to share with you made by the Association of American Universities. This is a collection of the 65 finest research universities in our country. Stony Brook University is privileged to be one of those 65. And in this declaration, the association acknowledges how our nation has benefited scientifically, economically, socially, culturally, because of our international, our global students. The association declared, "We are American institutions, both literally and figuratively, and we are committed to protecting not only our nation, but also our nation's values and its prosperity." Keep that in mind today as we celebrate all of the recipients of these degrees and certificates. And before I close and we begin our formalities today, I'd like to take a moment to recognize the faculty, the staff, all of whom have worked tirelessly to support the success of these graduates today. Whether these colleagues engaged you academically, guided you professionally, or inspired you personally, or all those things, they have been and they are integral to your Stony Brook story. Do not lose touch with these valued mentors. They can and they will continue to play a most important role in your life. And I would like to take a moment to celebrate all of these dedicated educators, mentors, and friends. In just a moment, you will officially join with more than 180,000 Stony Brook graduates. You will become part, literally, of the Stony Brook family, a worldwide family. Wherever your journey next takes you, know that we are proud of you and know that you will always have a home right here at Stony Brook. Congratulations to each and every one of you. And now it's my great pleasure to invite my colleague, Professor of English and Dean of the Graduate School and Vice Provost for Graduate and Professional Education, Dr. Eric Wertheimer, to come forward for the presentation of our doctoral candidates.
As Dean of Stony Brook University's Graduate School, I am honored to confer the highest of all academic degrees and to recognize the accomplishments of doctoral candidates who have earned PhDs. Putting a graduate who has completed the requirements for a doctoral degree is a symbolic academic ritual that celebrates many years of study and investigation. It's an important and significant moment for both the graduates and their advisors. I invite President Bernstein, as well as Interim Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs, Minghua Zhang, to join me as the candidates and their advisors come forward to be hooded in the presence of this assembly.
From the graduate program in Applied Mathematics and Statistics, Joshua Comden, advised by Zhenhao Liu. From the Department of AMS, Lina Lekin, advised by Alan Tannenbaum, hooded by Matthew Reuter. From the graduate program in Applied Mathematics and Statistics, Kei Zhang, advised by Jiaqu Hu. From the Department of Applied Mathematics and Statistics, Gurash Tailang, advised by Joseph S.B. Mitchell, hooded by Hongshik An. From the graduate program in biochemistry and structural biology, Bebe Zhang, advised by Weidi Bahu. From the Department of Biomedical Engineering, Adrian Hawansky, advised by Wei Zhao. From the graduate program in chemistry, David Hewitt, advised by Robert Grubbs. From the graduate program in chemistry, Zachary Ridgway, advised by Daniel Relay, hooded by Eric Wertheimer. From the graduate program in chemistry, Qing Wang, advised by Erwin London. From the graduate program in computer science, Richard DeFrancisco, advised by Scott A. Smolka. From the graduate program in computer science, Tachen Gao, advised by Michael Kiefer and Paul Fedor. From the graduate program in computer science, Masa Tarkaman, advised by Alan Tannenbaum and hooded by Paul Fedor. From the Department of Chemistry, Chuan Xian, advised by Isaac Carrera. From the graduate program in computer science, Veronica Lin, advised by Naranjan Balasubramanian and H. Andrew Schwartz. From the Department of Computer Science, Lei Huao, advised by Joel Saltz. From the graduate program in computer science, Abbas Ruzugu Panau, advised by Philippa Gill. From the graduate program in cultural studies and comparative literature, James Cohen, advised by Jacob Gabori, hooded by E.K. Tan. From the graduate program in English, Daniel Lee, advised by Benedict Robinson. From the graduate program in history, Parisa Zhangyi, advised by Kathleen Wilson. From the graduate program in Marine and Atmospheric Sciences, Laquan Chi, advised by Christopher Wolf. From the graduate program in Marine and Atmospheric Sciences, Diana Chin, advised by Bradley Peterson. From the Department of Electrical Engineering, 221, advised by Amre Salman. From the graduate program in Marine and Atmospheric Sciences, Elizabeth Henderson, advised by Janet Nye, hooded by Leslie Thorne. From the graduate program in Marine and Atmospheric Sciences, Irvin Huang, advised by Ann McElroy. From the graduate program in Marine and Atmospheric Sciences, Chen Zheng, advised by Edmund Chang. From the graduate program in Material Science and Engineering, Lufai Chen, advised by Devinder Mahajan. From the graduate program in Material Science and Engineering, Jiahao Huang, advised by Anatoly Frankel. From the graduate program in molecular and cellular biology, Gregory Carbonetti, advised by Martin Kajaka. From the graduate program in molecular and cellular pharmacology, Eric Roth, advised by Michael Froman. From the graduate program in molecular genetics and microbiology, Natasha Medici, advised by Dr. James Bliska and hooded by Dr. Eric McCow. From the Department of Materials Science and Chemical Engineering, Lang Song, advised by Zhra Wang. From the graduate program in molecular genetics and microbiology, Erica Honor, advised by Bettina Fries. From the Department of Music, Xinyi Huang, advised by Gilbert Kalish, hooded by Perry Goldstein. From the graduate program in neuroscience, Ko Chen, advised by Alfredo Fontanini. From the graduate program in oral biology and pathology, Ji Dang, advised by Lorne Galoob and Ying Ju. From the graduate program in science education, Thea Charles, advised by Keith Shepard. From the graduate program in science education, Dawn Noctegal, advised by Gregory Rushton, hooded by Keith Shepard. From the graduate program in social welfare, Teresa Fusigna, advised by Richard Morgan, hooded by Iris Feinberg. From the graduate program in social welfare, David Hornung, advised by Joel Blau, hooded by Iris Feinberg. From the graduate program in technology and society, Turlock Martin Smith, advised by Deborah Dwyer and Jason Jones. Yongzu Ma, hooded by Deborah Dwyer. From the School of Medicine, Delia Collix, hooded by Dr. Cordia Beverly.
This completes the hooding of our doctoral and professional graduates. Please join me in a round of applause. I now invite our master's candidates to rise. The master's is an advanced degree signifying the acquisition of specialized theoretical and practical knowledge beyond the required for a baccalaureate degree. Master's candidates must demonstrate advanced analytical skills, complex problem solving, critical evaluation, and independent scholarship appropriate to their chosen fields. It is my honor to acknowledge the accomplishment of these candidates. Master's candidates, please be seated. Please join me in welcoming Vice President for Student Affairs and Dean of Students, Dr. Richard Gatteau.
Good morning. I am honored to introduce today's student speaker, Isabella Buklis. Isabella is graduating with her Bachelor of Arts in Psychology and Sociology with minors in Philosophy and Women's, Gender, and Sexuality Studies. At Stony Brook, she found a home in each of these disciplines and developed a passion for social science research, serving as a research assistant in the psychology department. During her time as an undergraduate, Isabella has engaged in many leadership roles. She served as an orientation team leader, resident assistant, and Camp Kesem counselor. Isabella explored her passion for advocacy and social justice through her involvement as a voter engagement intern at the Center for Civic Justice, as well as a member of the vertically integrated project Polytech with the Computer Science Department. She also served as a campus director for Stony Brook's chapter of the United Nations Millennium Fellowship, a global initiative that empowers college students to make a social impact in their communities. Isabella also dedicated much of her time to educating the campus community on the effects of toxic drinking through her involvement in the Red Watch Band care team and as an intern for the Center for Prevention and Outreach. After graduation, she plans to follow her passions for education and improving the human condition by pursuing a career in academia and advocacy. Please help me welcome Isabella to the podium.
Good afternoon, distinguished faculty, family, friends, and of course, my fellow graduates. I would like to talk to you today about three things: time, asking good questions, and what it means to be decent to one another. These are three concepts we think we understand, only to find out when we get to college that our idea of them requires some revision. In fact, college teaches us that we must revisit everything we think we know. So, before we tackle some of the most complicated topics in the history of philosophy, I first have to ask, do we have any Virgos in the room? Yeah? Nice, me too. While I don't know much about astrology, I do have first-hand experience in something that casts an even more powerful prophecy: having a birthday in September. As any kid born in the peak of back-to-school season can tell you, we don't refer to time in terms of calendar years or age, but rather in terms of school year. My mom likes to point this out to me every time I tell a story. She'll ask, "How old were you?" To which I'll reply, "6th grade. Hi, Mom. Time is relative, and time is about to feel very, very different. We have spent the recent past thinking of time in terms of semesters. In one semester, it can feel as though you've lived a lifetime, and it can seem as though you've gained 7 years' worth of emotional maturity in the span of just 4 months. However, there are no more semesters, no more school years. From now on, there's only life. If we're lucky, it's long. If we're really lucky, it's purposeful. And if we're smart, it's intentional. You see, time is like GPA. At Stony Brook, it takes around 120 credits to graduate, with each class accounting for 3 of those credits. This means that D you were so convinced would ruin your entire life only makes up 2.5% of your overall final GPA. If you earn that D in your first semester of college, it would consume your entire GPA. But you have the chance to raise that number with about 40 other classes over the course of your college career. What feels so devastating and irreparable at the beginning actually has the potential to improve quite a lot. Now, if you earn that D in your last semester of college, you might actually finish with the same exact overall GPA as in the first scenario. The difference is, the hits we take later in our journey can't hurt us as much as they would have in our formative stages. The things that will inevitably hurt us less when we know who we are. It's easy to underestimate humans' resilience, but it is astounding how we can win the most challenging battles when we've had enough time to build our suit of armor. It is our greatest charge in life to truly know ourselves, and it is this very noble pursuit that forges the strongest of armor. So I want you to think about this moment right now as the first semester of the rest of your life. As we transition into the world, it's easy to feel like a failure in the face of all the pressure that is put on us to build a particular type of life. But guess what? In this metaphor, it is only the first day of school. What feels so determinant of the rest of your life is only temporary if you let it be. Instead of letting the feeling of failure define you, I want to challenge you to own these failures, experience them, and then just let them go. Because at the end of your life, you will find that your GPA turns out just fine. College also taught me that you need to trust yourself to rise to the occasion when the occasion arises. There's always room to grow, to become, to rise. There's always more, yet at the same time, you are enough, just as you are in this moment. But how can that be? That each of us has only scratched the surface of our potential, yet we are enough? The truth is, I don't really know, but it is a good question, isn't it? It is in the asking of these questions that we learn more than in the answering of them. In order to fix the world, we need to know it really, really well. In order to know it well, we have to ask some very good questions. Maybe these ramblings represent my all too strong love of philosophy, and maybe it feels like we did just get farther away from an answer. But we owe it to ourselves to try to reconcile our uncertainty, even if true certainty is out of reach. Perhaps the most valuable skill we can hone in college is the ability to draw connections between things that seem separate from one another. No, college may not put the puzzle pieces together, but here we learn how to identify at least a few of them. So as you leave here today, I implore you to take on this endeavor of asking the very best questions you can think of, instead of waiting for answers that might not even exist. And finally, perhaps the most important of these tenets of human life, decency. As the granddaughter of Holocaust survivors, I was raised on the refrain that a better world is possible, and its cultivation depends on people being decent to one another at every level. This means that we lead with empathy, we help when we can, and when we are in a position to advocate for someone who cannot advocate for themselves, we do it every time. A better world is possible, that is, if we are committed to being kind. So, as you venture out into the unknown, always remember the three things we talked about today. It is only the first day of school, good questions are the path forward, and a better world is possible. And since, as of today, I am a college graduate, so I had training in how to draw connections between seemingly unrelated ideas, I can tell you what these three have in common. It's hope. If we each hold on to hope, we can heal the world. I am so grateful and so hopeful to be inheriting this world with all of you. Thank you.
Let's give Isabella another round of applause. It is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Charles Robbins, Vice Provost for Undergraduate Education and Dean of the Undergraduate Colleges, for the presentation of today's honors candidates.
I now present to you our undergraduate honors candidates who are graduating today with distinction. Degrees with distinction are conferred upon candidates for the Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, or Bachelor of Engineering degrees who have completed at least 55 credits at Stony Brook, have letter grades assigned to at least 80% of their coursework, and attained the requisite GPA in their program. The levels of distinction are cum laude, graduating with honor, and representing the 85th percentile of all students. magna cum laude, graduating with great honor and representing the 93rd percentile, and summa cum laude, graduating with the greatest honor, representing the 98th percentile of all students. Attainment of a degree with distinction is indicated on each of these students' diplomas as well as on their permanent academic record. Will candidates graduating with distinctions of cum laude, magna cum laude, and summa cum laude please stand and be recognized? President Bernstein, it is with great pride that I present to you this year's honors candidates. Congratulations to each of you. Honors candidates, you may be seated. I now invite President Bernstein and Provost Zhang to come forward for the presentation of the class of 2019.
Fatima Abarca Soriano.
And Adam Habas, summa cum laude.
Dalvin Aboaji.
And D'Angeli Abreu.
Jana Abu Masalam.
And Darlene Afreye.
Amadi Agobama.
And Alexa Aguano, magna cum laude.
Ramil Alaskarav, cum laude.
And Emmanuel Amasara.
Andrew Altamirano.
And Priscilla Alvarez.
Joseph Amarico.
And Diana Amundsen.
Wu Jin An.
And Rosemary An.
Joy Anatala, cum laude.
And Christos Angelopoulos.
Michael Ansbro.
And Rebecca Armstrong.
Franco Artola.
And Jabin Arian, summa cum laude.
Akshay Aurora.
And Jacqueline Avion.
Titilope Awa Torebo.
And Sarah Babazanov.
Daniel Baccarella, cum laude.
And Andrew Baez.
Smile, guys. It's a good day. Mohammed Ba.
and Songjun Byak.
Dondre Baker,
And Brittany Balin.
Arnold Baltazar,
And Somi Pang.
Mahajuba Banu,
And Mary Barbarino.
Alexis Barbara, summa cum laude,
And Alexander Boinard.
Jonathan Barea Martinez,
And Yogi Babal, magna cum laude.
Alexander Bilozarov,
And Philip Bendersky.
Ivy Marie Bone, cum laude,
And Leslie Bonilla.
David Booth,
And Kelvin Borges.
Isabella Buklis, cum laude,
And Rawaz Awasti, cum laude.
Mario Boers,
And Kendra Bowman.
Matthew Boyd, magna cum laude,
And Walker Bradshaw.
Jacqueline Brady, magna cum laude,
And Xavier Braithwaite.
Kyle Brando,
And Dylan Brennan, cum laude.
Charlotte Brennan,
And Thomas Brooksbank.
Matthew Brulhart,
And Sandra Buiti Ramos.
Julia Broffolino, magna cum laude,
And Ian Butenkant, summa cum laude.
Sarah Bull,
And Warren Bazell.
Seram Bune,
And Gabriel Cadwallader, summa cum laude.
Luo Yi Tai, cum laude,
And Jerry Calderon.
Nina Callahan,
And Christopher Callahan.
Kenneth Kale Manso,
And Daniel Cameron, cum laude.
Karina Campos, cum laude,
And Yafai Ko, cum laude.
Rebecca Carbone,
And Marcella Cardenas.
Chris Cariello, summa cum laude,
And Brianna Carlisle.
Allison Casas,
And Genevieve Cassie, cum laude.
Odalis Melissa Castro,
And Yune Cow.
Abraham Castillo,
and Dana Castillo.
Joseph Catalano,
And Isabella Celli.
Kyle Sorbonne,
And Christina Chambers.
Paul Chan,
And Nicole Chan, summa cum laude.
Clifford Chandler Jr.,
And Sandra Chang.
Melissa Chang,
And Sanu Chaudhry.
Hang Chao Chen,
And Xian Chen.
Yu Teng Chen,
And William Chen, cum laude.
Chinying Chen,
And Jarong Chen, magna cum laude.
Emily Chung,
And Kenneth Chigachan.
Michael Chimizi,
And Peter Chiochio, summa cum laude.
Kyung Chul Cho,
And Jason Koi.
Woo Jin Choi,
And Hyunso Choi, cum laude.
Irving Chow, cum laude.
And Sonia Chowdhury, cum laude.
Mushkan Chaudhry,
And Alyssa Christensen.
Shalona Christian,
And Natalie Cristiano.
Tina Christofferson,
And Sean Chu.
Wen Fei Chu,
And Yongjin Chung.
Richard Chu Keelan, summa cum laude.
And Chantel Victoria Church.
Robert Chavavrila, magna cum laude.
And Sarah Clahane.
John Colazul,
And Nicholas Cormier. Jennifer Kaur. And Carrie Costa.
RJ Costanzo, magna cum laude.
And Christopher Coloris.
Nicole Cravero,
And Oswaldo Crespo.
Carlene Crossdale,
And Chen Kui.
Fatoumata Darbo,
And Yongfeng Dai, magna cum laude.
Trista Daly,
And Matthew D'Ambrosio.
Kylie Dannon,
and Christopher Darr.
Samantha Davidson, summa cum laude.
And Joseph DiLeonardo.
Lucienne Delfuse,
And Cora DeLucia, cum laude.
Matt Desiderio, cum laude.
And Pierre Desir.
Francis D'Antonio,
And Julia Diaz.
John DiMaggio,
And Christos Themistinos.
Gianna Di Pasquale, summa cum laude.
And Jennifer DeSina.
Hung Liang Dong,
And Zakang Dong.
Eunice Douglas,
And Melanie Drinkwater.
David Drum, cum laude.
And Robin Duncan, magna cum laude.
Katie Duong, magna cum laude.
And Sarah Engler.
Max Etienne,
And Salvatore Fratto, cum laude.
Runzi Du,
And Jitoy Duan.
Yunke Duong, cum laude.
And Devin Ilar.
Jacqueline Elise, cum laude.
And Ricardo Escoto.
Stephanie Ederskew,
And Rachel Eiler.
Russell Fallon,
And Anne-Marie Familero.
Nan Fang,
And Nicholas Favarulo.
Chi Feng,
And Rachel Ferrante.
Mitchell Fiorentino,
And Eric Flynn.
Maxwell Fortcourt,
Fernando Franco.
Samantha Frazier,
William Freed.
Caitlin Fretto,
Gabriela Fuentos.
Fiona Gable,
Christopher Frank Gambino.
Jasmine Ganeshlal,
Yvonne Gao.
Jai Gao, magna cum laude.
Teresa Garcia.
Kylie Garcia, magna cum laude.
And Jane Garamone.
Olivia Garrison, cum laude.
Roy Daniel Garzon.
Kuba Gashorovsky.
And Julia Gaddy.
Maria Goguer, magna cum laude.
Sean Gefkin, cum laude.
Stephen Gitis, magna cum laude.
And Alexis Gilbert.
Julia Gliganic.
And Nicole Goldstein.
Brianna Gonzalez.
Stephen Granger.
Nicholas Greco, magna cum laude.
Samuel Green.
Jonathan Green.
Joseph Grisolia.
Karen Gross.
Andrei Grishenko.
Yihui Guan.
Emily Guerra.
Talia Gorvera.
Alexandra Guida.
Monkirat Gulati, magna cum laude.
Jinyu Guo.
Nanguo.
Brianna Guzman.
Christina Guzman.
Eileen Hagerman.
Hai Tianming.
Abdul Halami.
Daniel Hall.
Zhur Hanjur Han.
Brianna Hargrove.
Andrew Harris.
Heather Louise Hart.
Rebecca Hassett, magna cum laude.
Yan Ling He.
William Henley.
Jeremy Hirsch, magna cum laude.
Jim Hong.
Christopher Holt.
Diane Hong.
Charles Horn.
Shemin Hu.
Shichi Ho.
Andrew Infantino.
Rohith Hegde.
Jenna Herr.
Gavin Heslop.
Pai Ho.
Ziyun Hu.
Zhenheng Hu.
Jingtong Huang, summa cum laude.
Juazhu Huang.
Dana Marie Hunsucker, magna cum laude.
Sean Herney.
Xingyao Hu.
Michael Iannacone. Missed that.
Unais Ibrahim.
Fumio Lino, cum laude.
Shahid Islam.
Reshme Iti.
Sylvia N. Jackson.
Abigail Jackson, magna cum laude.
Andrew Jaffe, magna cum laude.
Ritika.
Elizabeth Jaremko.
Michelle Jeremy, magna cum laude.
Suyon John, cum laude.
Nelson Judy.
Chenyan Ji.
Tian Yang, cum laude.
Siyao Jiang.
Heather Johnson.
Jelani Johnson.
Hong Chen Ju, magna cum laude.
Victoria Jocelyn.
Dalen Josephok.
Austin Joseph.
Marvin Joseph.
Alvin Joseph.
Riha Joy.
Brandon Hosa, cum laude.
Ian Zhang.
Jesse Jarman.
Yakub Yushik.
Lauren Kashersky.
Olivia Kulevis, cum laude.
Kayla Kowski.
Marianne Kaminsky.
Mega Kanabier, cum laude.
Hirokazu Kaneshigi.
Byungjin Kang.
Shannon Kanadink.
Uma Kanth, cum laude.
Rohan Kahardkar.
Melissa Caribbean.
Shrishti Katuri.
Simran Kaur, cum laude.
Amneet Kaur, cum laude.
Amneet Kaur, cum laude.
Deborah Kaiser, summa cum laude. I got it. Dana Kaiser, summa cum laude. Down. Hold on. Christina Kenny.
Marissa Kelberman, summa cum laude.
Hang on. Barbara Kelly.
And Ashad Khan.
Sayun Kim.
Na Yong Kim.
Yunsol Kim.
Su Ming Kim.
Olivia Kirshner.
Brianna Klaus.
Justin Kopp.
Vivek Krapuli.
Andrea Curry.
PJ Kwok.
Charles Kwan, cum laude.
Endani Joe.
Isabella Kyle, magna cum laude.
Felicia Lalomia, summa cum laude.
Wayne Lam, summa cum laude.
Jacqueline Longella.
Jessica Lashabeacon.
Claudia Lashley, summa cum laude.
And Jessica Lau.
Danielle Lorraine.
Thomas Sherwood Law.
Katie Law.
Tiffany Ledoux.
Hyung Sung Lee.
Ryan Lee, magna cum laude.
Jason Lee.
Julie Lee.
Joseph Lee.
Minjin Lee.
Juliana Lesso.
Jing Lee.
Zhangming Lee.
Myohao Lee, summa cum laude.
If it's not your name, don't go. Heyron Lee, magna cum laude.
Tony Lee, cum laude.
Jinzhen Lee, magna cum laude.
Kyo Lee.
Stella Lim.
Cheng Lin.
Wu Jie Lee, cum laude.
Junso Kim.
Hyung Soo Lim.
Anwon Lee.
Jiaxing Lee, cum laude.
Yao Lee.
Hanyi Lao.
Xiang Lee.
Stanley Lim, summa cum laude.
Wai Cheng Lee.
Shijia Lee.
Yunda Lee.
Song Hyun Lim, summa cum laude.
Jonggon Lee.
Yonghui Liang.
Lisbeth Almonte, cum laude.
Nicole Duffy.
Theodosius Caprinidis.
Shi Wu. Is that you? Is that you?
Oh, Jesus.
Shi Yun Chi. Wei Cai.
Shanggan Lin.
Diana Lopez, cum laude.
Jamie Shuett.
Douglas Detweiler.
Hasif Rahman.
Huiling Wang, cum laude.
Victor Su.
Stephen White.
Eric Jan Soro, cum laude.
Fang Zhou Wang, cum laude.
Thomas Keneally.
Oscar Ward.
Miriam Peretta Mala.
Kimberly Alseikiez.
Jingxian Lin, summa cum laude.
Hung-An Lin, summa cum laude.
Haiyu Lin.
Zhao Yang Li.
Yongkyu Lu.
Ya Liu.
Longten Lin.
Eric Link.
Danica Littlefield.
Guangmei Liu.
Yangqing Lu.
Zheng Lai Liu.
Yunyun Lu.
Tyler Lowe.
Jing Lu.
Rohit Luthra.
Marina Litvonova Mullerman, summa cum laude.
Kristen Malazzo, magna cum laude.
Saad Mansour.
John Maremutu.
Elizabeth Liuzzi, cum laude.
Alexa Liverano.
Jim Lowe.
Kayla Lupuli Nolan.
Ho Chun Lo.
Kristen Labasco.
Trevor Amit Loken.
Christina Longo.
Brandon Lopez.
Bing Lu.
Nicholas Loom, cum laude.
Chen Luo.
Xingyan Ma. Yeah.
Jamie Mackay.
Julio Maldonado, magna cum laude.
Kelly Madigan.
Huram Malik.
Dylan Maloney.
Carolyn Maloney.
Nicholas Maltas.
Megan Minetta.
Elizabeth Manning.
Samuel Marchand.
Morgan Mars.
Carrie Martinez, magna cum laude.
Julio Martinez.
James Martino.
Jonathan Mathai.
Michael Mazzella.
Daniela McCarthy. Summa cum laude.
Anthony McDaniels.
Courtney McHale.
Siart Mahia.
Samantha Mendoza.
Jose Menjiva.
Kristen Merle.
Cameron Miller.
Ashra Mirza.
John Victor Moises.
Samantha Montez.
Robert Moore, magna cum laude.
Evelyn Morales.
Allison Moynihan, cum laude.
Brian Mueller.
Stephen Murphy.
Alicia Murphy.
Taylor Nolte.
Micah Navera.
Justin E. Nablet.
Osake Nelly. Yixing Yi.
Brianne Nichtenhauser. Oh, I'm sorry, I get it. Yanwu Ni.
Sophocles Nikas. Tyler Nill.
Mark Nolan.
Harris Intimar, magna cum laude.
Benedicta Obororuku.
Caitlin Ada.
Yumino Ogura.
Hei Su O.
Daniel O'Mara, summa cum laude.
Melanie Arellano Espinoza.
Elise Amalay,
Jonathan Orozco.
Anthony Ortega,
Kristen O'Shea.
Chris Otto,
Brianna Page, cum laude.
Kristen Paikovsky, magna cum laude.
Ruby Palma.
Jennifer Palmer,
Bowen Pond.
Hoi Yin To, cum laude.
Yafai Young.
Jia Lo Pan,
Jin Park.
Natalie Pena, summa cum laude.
Dilsa Perez, cum laude.
Lauren Perota, cum laude.
Kayla Pettit.
Jessica Fluke,
Dorothy Pierre.
Chelsea Pomerenke,
Vincent Provenzano.
Yudong Pu,
Erica Cuchimbo, magna cum laude.
Marissa Radesco,
Rushi Ray.
Elizabeth Orlasino, cum laude.
Alyssa Ortiz.
Philip Pandolfo,
Randy Paquette.
Idum Paracha,
Harleen Paul.
Vanessa Pedras, magna cum laude.
Matthias Pereira.
Noel Perone,
Elizabeth Peterson.
Raymond Peterson, cum laude.
Julia Petrosino.
Patricia Piacentino, summa cum laude.
Christopher Pierre, magna cum laude.
Carly Pipitone, magna cum laude.
Michael Pizzaruso.
Valentina Pogurudina, cum laude. And Nicole Polanco, cum laude.
Rachel Pollier. And Kevin Pond.
Christopher Pontieri,
And Gina Postiglione.
James Pothos,
Juan Gabriel Paragnan.
Hao Huan Chi, magna cum laude.
Ting Q.
Courtney Quinn.
Haley Quinn, cum laude.
Amna Qureshi.
Zahin Rahman.
Julia Raylo, magna cum laude.
Nishol Rajroop.
Kevin Ramos, magna cum laude.
Jaish Ranjan.
Nicole Reber.
Jocelyn Racinos.
Tianqing Ren.
Ariana Renee.
Claritha Richardson.
Alejandro Rivas.
Amanda Rizzuto.
Stephanie Robbins.
Jermaine Robertson, magna cum laude.
Marissa Robinson.
Ariel Rodriguez.
Gabriela Rodriguez.
Tyler Rodriguez, cum laude.
Michael Rowland, magna cum laude.
Colin Roy.
Trina Ruan.
Gianna Rubino.
Cameron Russ.
Keegan Sabo.
Timothy Sophos.
Khaled Salaheldin.
Anthony Solomino.
Morgan Salerno Martin.
Foy Sandy Song.
Roberto Sanchez.
Amanda Sunderland.
Linda Sanders.
Robert Sanford.
James Sansevero.
Brooke Santoro.
Andrea Santos Aguilar, cum laude.
Valeria Saria.
Stephanie Savin.
Stephen Scala.
Angelica Scanu.
Haley Schmidt, magna cum laude.
Che Yong So.
Diana Seawich.
Mohammed Shaban.
Kathan Shaw.
Noor Shah Jamal.
Sanam Sheikh.
Yashiviv Sharma.
Partha Shamar.
Cassie Shear.
Derek Shearer.
Yuthin Shi.
Shudlin Shi, cum laude.
Hunsik Shin.
Kathleen Ciano, summa cum laude.
Lindsay Sacardi, cum laude.
Marco Sikiko.
Monuvi Silva, cum laude.
Henry Sinchi.
Taylor Singer.
Rohit Singh, cum laude.
Manpreet Singh.
Jasmine Singh.
Tamana Sinha.
Brendan Scrocky, magna cum laude.
Eric Slotta.
Gregory Smith.
Daniel Joseph Smith.
Rahul Sondi.
Jia Yao Song.
Michael Santa, summa cum laude.
Karamoko Sumahoro.
John Spiegel.
Deborah Squiccerini.
Pallavi Srivastava.
Christy Stoyan.
Matthew Stapelli, cum laude.
Sarah Stromsky.
Samantha Strutheri, magna cum laude.
Tess Stundis.
Samantha Summers, summa cum laude.
Brianna Swart.
Brian Tableman.
Jorgen Tasseta, summa cum laude.
Michael Tolka.
Courtney Talon.
Ki Tan.
Hao Yu Tan, magna cum laude.
Stella Tang, summa cum laude.
Joshua Tansky, cum laude.
Eric Tacasio.
Nick Tessier, summa cum laude.
Diana Tice.
Alexa Titone.
Jessica Tron, magna cum laude.
Angelica Treadwell, cum laude.
Kaylee Trainer.
Nat Trin, cum laude.
Jason Tropper.
David Trupia.
Edward Sang, cum laude.
Kimberly Sung,
Junchi Tu,
Alex Tyrell,
Marie Uyao,
Ariel Umanzor,
Amanda Us,
Grayson Valentino,
Jeline Miguel Vasquez,
Justin Vega,
Rachel Velasquez,
Richard Veshy,
Paul Vlasov,
Ann Vo, magna cum laude,
Hachoi Wang,
Yan Wen Wang,
Genica Uoi, magna cum laude,
Lance Vasquez Manzanares,
Teresa Walsh,
Jingyu Wang,
Ching Wang,
Teresa Wang, cum laude,
Alan Wang,
Johnny Wang, cum laude,
Yanan Wang,
Ji Wang Wee, magna cum laude,
Ashana Waransinga,
Isaiah White,
Jamie Wicks,
Jeloni Williams,
Samantha Williamson, cum laude,
Benjamin Wisniewski,
Rachel Witt, summa cum laude,
Rowan Wickstead,
Stefan Walder,
David Wallowson,
Quan Lam Iwang,
Kelvin Wong, cum laude.
Angela Wong,
Nadine Wright,
Yefei Wu,
Mengting Wu,
Raymond Wu, magna cum laude,
Yichun Wu, cum laude,
Shangbo Wu, cum laude,
David Shi,
Xiong Zi, cum laude,
Kaidi Shi,
Fiang Zhu,
Ziliang Shu,
Cindy Shu, cum laude,
Da Wei Yang,
Fan Yang,
Guo Wen Yang,
Mengrong Yo,
Zhong Kai Ye,
Lingzi Yi.
Jonathan Yin.
Wengling Yu.
Zun Yu.
Ye Wan.
Fang Yuan, summa cum laude.
Alvin Yuen, summa cum laude.
Him Chan Yoon.
Ashley Zakowski.
Philip Zambri.
Natalie Zapula, magna cum laude.
Omar Zaray.
Andrea Zarate.
Ray Zhen.
Balwei Zhang.
Yifan Zai.
Zhang Ruo Peng.
Dao Shun Zhang.
Ying Zhang, summa cum laude.
Ivana Zhong, summa cum laude.
Yuchen Zhang, magna cum laude.
Yi Zhang.
Jiwan Yong.
Bill Zhang.
Xiao Kyun Zhou.
Yi Wei Zhao.
Zhang Zhou.
Yu Zhao.
Boho Zhang.
Jia Ying Zheng.
Kafan Zhang.
Ji Yun Zhong.
Jinchuan Yong, cum laude. Sorry.
Shani Zhou.
Changray Zhou, magna cum laude.
Chihang Zhou.
Shengji Zhou, cum laude.
Yiming Zhu.
Hongbin Zhou, magna cum laude.
Karen Zelber, summa cum laude.
Allison Zimmerman.
Yao Si Zhou.
Nancy Zhuo. And last but certainly not least, ladies and gentlemen, Victoria Zavinis.
At this time, I would like to invite all candidates for doctoral, professional, master's, bachelor's, and advanced graduate certificates to rise. President Bernstein. These students have met the graduation requirements set by the Board of Trustees. As the representative of their faculty, I am proud to present them to you at this time and respectfully request that you confer upon them the degrees and certificates for which they are qualified.
By the authority vested in me by the SUNY Board of Trustees and upon the recommendation of the faculty, I confer upon all of you who have completed the respective requirements with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto, the degrees of Doctor of Medicine, Doctor of Musical Arts, Doctor of Nursing Practice, Doctor of Philosophy, Doctor of Physical Therapy, Master of Arts, Master of Arts in Teaching, Master of Business Administration, Master of Fine Arts, Master of Music, Master of Public Health, Master of Science, Master of Social Work, the Advanced Graduate Certificates, Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Engineering, and Bachelor of Science. Congratulations to all of you. You may now move your tassels to the left. And at this time, I'd like to extend my personal congratulations to each of our graduates' families, loved ones, and friends. I ask that all family members, if they are able to please stand, and loved ones, and be recognized for all of your efforts in making this day a reality. Let's give them a hand. You may all be seated. We're almost done.
Please rise as you are able and join in singing Stony Brook's alma mater, which can be found in your program on page 35. This concludes our ceremony. We ask that you remain seated until our graduate recessional is complete, and congratulations.
Amen.